Alright, so with the recent news of GTA 6 costing $80 for the regular game and $100 for the Ultimate Edition, it really does seem like people are making a fucking mountain out of an anthill or molehill or whatever the term is, right? Because I'm going to be completely honest with you, I do not think $80 for a game that if it's anywhere near as good as GTA 5, we're gonna put that caveat on here. I don't think $80 for the game, for the base game, is bad. Locking content away under the Ultimate Edition, depending on what content and how that content is locked away, I don't think it's bad either. Now, I know there's going to be people that hear that and go, "Oh my God, he must be rich. He must be one of those rich streamer guys." No, I'm not rich. Trust me. I work a regular, you know, 10-hour, I literally fucking 10-hour a day job to afford to put food on the plate and do everything else, just like every fucking buddy else does anyway, right? But depends on, but what I was saying though is I don't mind so much the price of the game. I don't mind that at all. If the price of the game is the price, it's fine. If it's anywhere, I'm rambling, I'm sorry. If I get anywhere near the same value out of GTA 6 that I got from playing GTA 5 when it comes to story mode and the very little I played online, then I'm a happy camper with 80 or even $100. I played GTA 5 for probably 6 months when I first bought it, and then off and on through the years, a month here, a month there. I have gotten more than my value for purchase out of that game. And if I pay $100 for GTA 6 and I play 6 months of it and enjoy the game, that means I have gotten my value for that $100. I I think people have an issue not associating the value of the time you're spending and enjoyment with the games. Okay, we go spend, I don't know, shit. You take your family to an evening movie now, and if there's three of you, it's going to cost nearly $100 as it goes, right? So think of it that way. The only difference is it's a movie you get to play. But let's go in here and see, okay? GTA 5 is launching in this November for Xbox and PlayStation, and it won't be cheap. Well, that's kind of relative, but when we're used to $60 and $70 games, unless, of course, you are playing a lot of Steam games like we will be tonight, then yeah, okay. As the upcoming open world game from Rockstar will cost $80, but if you want everything, including access to select in-game stores and cars, you'll need to fork over $100 for the Ultimate Edition. This has some fans debating whether GTA 6 is, in actuality, a $100 game. So this is where my issue with the quote-unquote Ultimate Edition is going to start peaking a little bit here. if, depending on how this is implemented, okay? Now, does this mean that if I walk up to a tattoo shop, unless I buy the $100 version, I can't put tattoos on my character? Does this mean the same thing with, like, the barbershops? I can't change the hair on my character or the beard. I can't make my character look like my avatar pretty much or anything like that. Is that what that's going to mean? Does it mean that if I can't walk to a car dealership and buy a new vehicle, or things like that? Or I can't buy a, hopped up, uh, fucking, uh, Mustang from a guy down the road that has a shop type place or some shit like that. If that's how that's going to be implemented, where I can't do any of those, like changing your character and your surroundings in your world like that, then okay, I'm gonna be a tad upset by that, and I think people should be upset by that, especially seeing how these things are in the game, you just don't have access to them. Now, the other side of that coin would be if I walked into a barber shop and they had a mohawk as a uh as a haircut, right? And a Fu Manchu mustache or whatever as a beard option slash mustache option, whatever. And I couldn't use those. Fine, whatever. Um, if I was gonna do a repaint on a vehicle and there was a really cool anime uh paint job for the car and I couldn't use it because I didn't have the $100 version, fine, don't care. Okay, that's really don't care. Or even because I'm sure you're going to be able to buy apartments and houses and shit. Even if there was like a super duper fancy apartment or mansion or house that you couldn't buy because you didn't have the extra $20 in the game, I would even be okay with that. So, like I said, it depends on how the game does that with you. But let's some of the more things in the article here. Imagine if you have a fucking pop up asking you to upgrade once you get close to these stores. I don't think I don't think that's really how that's going to work. At least I hope not. I really do think it's going to be you're going to go into a store and there's going to be like shit that's grayed out or has a thing over it says you can't use this unless you have the ultimate edition or whatever. I don't think that's really going to be. I am hoping it's not really that big of a hindrance on people who want the 80 folks. I am having a brain. Yeah, definitely. Um, as long as it's not intrusive, I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. But something with GTA 6 that I am highly annoyed about, and though I'll just be honest, I'm probably going to buy the game. I mean, come on. I stream shit. It's gonna be it's gonna be good for the channel to buy GTA 6. It just is. Um, it's such it's such a game that's like fucking as far as like the gaming scene goes, is going to be one of the biggest launches in gaming history. Whether people are pissed about it or not, that's just how it's going to fucking be. So, of course, I'm going to be buying this game and streaming it. Why the hell not? Because, you know, like I said before, it would be good for the channel. But what is the one thing that really has bent my gears, I guess you could say, uh, bruised my pickle? I don't know where that fucking came from, but okay. Is the fact that the in-store version, if you go to Walmart and buy the box, buy the game physically, you will not be getting a disc. And I am a huge proponent of ownership. You are the customer. You bought a product. You should have that product no matter what, no matter when. Now, they are saying that a disc version will come out. It will come out at some point. Maybe December or January, around there. But are people going to wait that extra month to play the game? Some might. Some might. There are quite a few people who might just watch streams and shit like that, which, hey, come on over to the Critical Catastrophe channel and enjoy some GTA with me whenever that happens. But I don't think that it, yeah, like I said, the not having a disc, that's the one that bothers me. And there's nothing really more to say about that. I mean, really in the long run. But just to go back for just a second about the price of the game, I'm going to give you an example here. These are games from 1995, and these are all in American, English, US of A dollaroonies, okay? NBA Jam in 1995 cost $70. Fucking, let's see here. Oop, yeah. Incredible Hulk cost nearly $90. Jurassic Park cost $65. These are for the Sega Genesis. This isn't like for the Xbox. This isn't for the PS5. Spider-Man and Venom cost $85. And like I said, these are the English, the American prices. Let's see here. What else we got? Breath of Fire. That was a great fucking game. Mortal Kombat 2 cost $83 in 1994 and 1995. So don't bitch about the price of the game. This is relative to about what the game prices should be anyway. Unfortunately, this is going to set a precedent, though. This is going to tell other companies that yes, the people are willing to pay $80 to $100 for a game, and they're going to think it means they can just put out whatever slop they want. When personally, I think it should be done like it was back in the day. As you can see, the prices for these games were all over the place because they were priced relative to their actual value. They could spend less time and less money and make what at the time was kind of shovelware, yes, but they could price it lower, and there were more games to choose from, so I thought it was a good thing. Anyway, let me after all my rambling, let me think. Let me think. Ah, see, I told you I was having a brain. Yes, one of those. Anyway, as I was saying, tell me what you think about the prices and the no discs and all the fun things like that in the comments below, and I will see you later on. Bye bye.